One of my followers just sent me like the golden mecca of everything. It's an account of a man who was dying young at age 28 in 1899. And this last page right here is his account of his visioning that he had before he died. Now, if you guys don't know who I am, I'm Hospice Nurse Julie. I talk about visioning all the time. This phenomena that happens at the end of life where people who are dying start seeing dead relatives, dead loved ones who say they're coming to get them, and they feel comforted by this. So here's a guy in 1899 having the same experience. Okay, so stick with me. Let's get into this. So here he is right here. This is Francis Thomas Brooke. He died in 1899. He was 28. P.S. This is his wife, Nellie, right here. And she's like weirdly quoted saying, "Tom was a good husband except for that thing." I couldn't find what that thing was. It's a mystery, but I want to know. Okay, let's get back to the real story. So he had been progressively getting sicker and sicker. By the time they knew that he was going to be dying, they wanted him home because they felt like the hospital wasn't taking good care of him, and they wanted him to die at home. So it was basically him, his sister, his wife, and his 2 children. And at first, he was having a really hard time with this whole death and dying thing. Obviously, he was young, and he was basically mad at God and kind of being like, why has God forsaken me? He was having spiritual issues, emotional issues, and obviously physical issues. So he was not having it at first. Once he was getting closer to death, his wife and his sister were outside of the room when they suddenly heard him like singing a soft hymn. So they ran in to make sure he was okay and see what was going on because they thought he was sleeping. So they came in and said, "Are you okay? What's going on?" And he said, "Please come here. I have to tell you what just happened." And this is what just happened, this whole thing. I'll summarize. So basically he said like something opened up where he just saw the brightest light he had ever seen. And suddenly he saw angels and saints and his grandfather and his 2 aunts and his wife's sister-in-law and one of his friends. And then he was Christian. So for whatever reason, he said he saw Jesus, which was profound, he said. And just this overwhelming light and these overwhelming feelings of amazing, infinite, unbelievable, loving feelings. Jesus said that he was going to come with him, but he couldn't come yet. And he said that he told Jesus, "No, I want to come with you now." And he said, "Sorry, you will come soon, but you can't come yet. Don't worry, we'll take care of you." And this last sentence is such perfection. "It would take me years to tell you what was shown to me last night. All my fears, all my sorrow, all my trouble completely taken away."